Flane. All right. Now it says wandering, straying about, one led astray from the right way. And that happens where? In the mind. Roams hither and thither. Metaphorically, mental straying, error, wrong opinion relative of morals. You see that? And right now, what do you see happening? An anti-Messiah system being set in place, but the people are so far gone in delusion that they're crying for it with a Bible in their hand. They have Bibles in their hands, but we need Biden. Biden is the way, but they don't even see or understand the error and the delusion that they're under and what's being set up. You see? Error, which in it shows itself in action, a wrong mode of acting. And you see a very wicked system being set up. But look at the delusion of our people, man. Look at the delusion of people, period. Okay? Here it is. In Texas, they just passed this thing, and Texas ain't the only state where they said they lifted the mask, thing, and Jake is pissed off. Jake is mad about that. Why? Because a lot of them are in strong delusion, and they believe a lie that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. Okay? And that starts in the mind through a ruler and a leader whose coming would be after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying. Always look this up. Lying wonders, which is pseudos. And we talk about the pseudoscience, even how people view themselves, what nationality they view themselves. It's all based upon a lie. Black, all right, Mexican, white, African American, Chinese. These are not true nationalities. They have no true origin. What does that do to a person when they're not linked to a true culture, or you're able to just implement and invoke any form of practice into that person? You're able to subvert their mind and implement garbage, and that's done via the media. And media is like the middleman. It's a mediator between man and Satan. So pseudos is a conscious and intentional falsehood, whatever is not what it seems to be, of perverse, impious, deceitful precepts. Okay, so here it is, you're watching this boob tube all day, and you are being fed a lie. You have people who aren't even forced to get vaccine, getting up and going out and just getting it. Yeah. And they're looking at it as a form of salvation. Jake does not have a mind at all towards the Heavenly Father, his Son, faith, or anything. Their God is literally a lie, Satan, all for the purpose of control. You see? So we see this very thing playing out at this moment, and at times we have to catch ourselves, because you get angry at how stupid people are and how rebellion they are against Yahweh Bashim Shai, and you have to keep in mind that there are some whom the Lord created to be damned. Yes. And believe that lie. Okay? Let's keep watching.
Do you have any people being paid by the CIA who are contributing to a major circulation American journal?
During a Senate committee investigation, it was revealed that the CIA had been conducting a covert operation to infiltrate and control U.S. media. They called it Operation Mockingbird.
We do have people who submit pieces to American journals. Do you have any people paid by the CIA who are working for television networks? This, I think, gets into the kind of details, Mr. Chairman, that I'd like to get into in executive session.
Over 3,000 CIA contracted and trained operatives were placed in key positions within top media outlets.
See that? They were placed in key position in top media outlets. not just done via the media, the school systems, the food systems, the systems that have control of the quality of your food, the system that has control over your education, over your entertainment, over the air quality, over what goes where, what food chain is going to be built in what neighborhood, what goes in the food, how the food is slaughtered. It's all controlled by people who have a mind towards Satan, and that's done purposely, okay? And these Edomites and the rulers of this world, through wealth, control, witchcraft, and sorcery, are able to control the quality of everything you taste, hear, smell, and so forth, man. All right? And this is what the scriptures describe, man, that this beast system would do. So they are a far bigger threat, okay, than you think. When we say that this is the devil, we're not just talking about, oh, he put us in captivity, oh, he shoots us, the police shoot. It's bigger than that. The threat that they pose is absolutely astounding when you look at the world and get out of yourself. You got to put yourself aside and look around, man, at what's happening. Here it is. They're openly telling you that an 8-year-old, without his parents' consent, can go and change to the other sex. And people are so stupid that they're saying that that's okay. Now, even if they're not outright saying it, by saying that you want Biden in, this is what you are for. It's some serious darkness going on around here, man, and it's vexing. You see, as the scriptures say, Lot was vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. We're getting our dose of that. And it's going to get even more dark. As we told you, once Biden got in office, you would see darkness take a different approach. And you see it, man. Pretty soon, a man will be able to, a freak will be able to walk up to your child and ask your child out on a date. And if you say something to get mad, you'll go to jail. So we're living in the worst case scenario, as the scriptures say, man. As a matter of fact, let's get this in the book of Nahum. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms, and this is the mother of all harlots, of the well-favored harlot, okay, and that's Babylon the Great. Now this is speaking of Nineveh, all right, which fell at the time of Nahum. Remember, at the time of Jonah, he prophesied the downfall, but it didn't happen until the time of Nahum. And at that time, they were cross-dressed men, all sorts of wickedness was going on. But America is the new Nineveh, okay? Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcraft, all right, that selleth nation through her whoredoms and families through her witchcrafts. Okay, now let's look up the word selleth. Okay, basically buy one over to your agenda through whoredoms, through witchcraft, makar, to sell, to be sold, to sell oneself. Okay, as the scriptures say, you sold yourself for naught, to be given over to death. Okay, but you actually view it as life. Okay, as the scriptures say in Job, the 10th chapter, where the light is as darkness. Life is truly death here. You have the freedom to do this. You have the freedom to do that. Your mind is against family. Your mind is against everything that the Heavenly Father set to be in order. Your mind is against that, and it's been systematically altered, your mind. And you've been given over to death through what? Whoredoms, witchcraft. Okay? And this is how they have destroyed the family unit. This is how they've turned a woman against a man. This is how they've confused and bound the mind of the man. This is how they turned out the children to become absolute brute beasts. See, because the family all right, is the foundation, all right, that the Heavenly Father set up to forward life. You see? But see, Esau has destroyed the family structure, and that's talked about in the book of Micah, 2nd chapter. Okay, Micah, the 2nd chapter. And let's see here, the 2nd verse. And they covet fields and take them by violence. And when they covet that field and take it, they also do what? Take over the news station, what's printed in the press. So you can go to a place where women are subject to their men. They cover up. They don't, smoke cigarettes. So Esau will go over there, uproot things. He'll send an economic hitman. He'll put whack leadership, and then he'll start, take over the news station and the news press, and he'll put in there, women are fed up with not being able to smoke. Women are fed up with not being able to drive. Women want to twerk. Women don't want to be covered up. And it'll start a movement, okay, started by a plant. You see, now women are in this particular area of the earth where this was never a problem, marching, and then they're able to put it in the news over here in Babylon the Great, all over the world, that this is a problem. We need to stop this. We need to do that. And what happens from there, man? That culture is absolutely oppressed, taken down, and subverted. So they covet fields,